Is this fight, some people claim it's like to sell the fight and certain things from like Tank's end, and you know, Roach is responding to it and some trash talking, or is it a little bit more personal now?
Yeah, right now, I get selling the fight, but it's getting it crossing the line, in my opinion. You know, saying certain things that, you know, it's no place for, you know. So there's plenty of ways to hype the fight. You know, fight already hyped up. You know, you could trash talk, you do that, but when you start bringing in kids and family and stuff like that, talking out the side of your neck, that's not good business.
Lamont Roach and Gervonta Tank. Davis's first news conference before their rematch ended badly when Davis struck Roach across the face.
There they are, ladies and gentlemen, the stare down and a few words
On Wednesday, they had their first news conference, which resulted in a heated and vicious verbal altercation that ended with Gervonta Davis striking Lamont Roach. Following the incident, it is anticipated that Tank Davis will get a sanction from the World Boxing Association. Lamont Roach, nevertheless, isn't prepared to hand everything over to the police.
That's all him, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's saying meet everywhere else but the ring, you know? Meet us at T-Mobile, if that's where it's gonna happen at. That's where you need to meet at. All that other junk you talking, man, nobody tripping off, none of that, nobody worried about none of that. So, meet us in the ring, you know what I'm saying? So, we can beat that ass again.
For I don't real, give a fuck. I better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was quiet, if y'all was loud.
We got the whole hood over there, like, twisted up. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Y'all can do whatever y'all want. My mother, he can't stop nothing over here.
None of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna f him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's gonna get f***ed up over here. What do I look like getting f***ed up?
Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop nothing over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee he pay for it. I guarantee
he has pledged to deal Tank the most damage possible in the ring. I can do all of that in the ring, so I don't need to force myself to strike him. He stated in an interview following the conference, I am allowed to attack him in the ring. I will let it go at that. I'll break him apart and hurt him. I swear to you. During the press conference, Lamont Roach repeatedly used these exact remarks, which finally caused Tank to lose his fury. When questioned about the fight's conclusion, Roach vowed to give Tank the harshest punishment possible and to ensure that Tank would never return to the ring the same. He wants to punish him for his crimes, in addition to taking away his perfect record.
I think a lot of people felt that your son won, so is this potentially some sort of like confident rebuild or just to kind of get himself in fight mode? Because
I can't speak on him. You know, he probably trying to convince himself or something. That's the way he needs to be before a fight. That's all him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's saying meet everywhere else but the ring. You know, meet us at T-Mobile. If that's where it's gonna happen at. That's where you need to meet at. All that other junk you talking, man, nobody tripping off. None of that. Nobody worried about.
One remarkable aspect of Lamont Roach's confrontation with Gervonta Davis was that, in contrast to Frank Martin, who had doubt and fear written all over his face prior to his fight, Roach showed no signs of intimidation. Every time Gervonta Davis attempted to threaten Lamont Roach, Roach was quick to respond. Actually, Roach frequently started the argument by inciting Davis until Tank revealed the beast inside of him, but Roach remained unmoved.
You have him really like mapped out, but it's just like, you know?
Anyone in mind that you're thinking about after Roach?
No, not yet. I'm just trying to focus on him right now, and then once we get him out the way, then...
According to those who saw the discussion, Roach's confidence is a result of his experience with Gervonta Davis, who is currently leading the amateurs after winning both of their prior fights.
And then once we get him out the way, then we can, you know...
Speaking of other title holders in the division, we know you were close to the Lomachenko fight. Shakur Stevenson is another title holder in the division. Shakur and Schofield are fighting. What are your thoughts on that fight?
No thoughts.
Do you have a prediction on that?
In the face of boxing, weren't able to make the grand arrivals yesterday. I know sometimes like Canelo, I'm sure he doesn't want to go to the arrivals, doesn't want to talk to us and all that.
Tank mentioned a list of fighters on his radar following his victory over Frank Martin a few months back, but we didn't hear Lamont Roach's name on it. How, therefore, did Roach, who wasn't even competing in the lightweight class at the time, end up on that list and establish himself as Gervonta Davis's next opponent? That is yet uncertain.
Going on like combat sports, the sports spirit, because the NBA is they in the finals and things like that. Just everything. I feel as though I'm excited to be a part of everything that's going on. Just to be here today, fighting in the MGM, taking on, you know what I mean, a great event. You know what I mean? I'm just.
Thank you guys.
Tank, when you got in the finals? When you got in the finals?
We got more to do. We got more to do, guys.
I don't know. Right, Dallas.
You got that?
However, Lamont Roach did not guarantee a knockout. He only promised his fans a victory and didn't give a damn about how he won. In addition to the heated brawl, the question of whether Tank actually won their first professional fight became a big topic in the boxing community.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! That's when he tried biting me. I ain't even noticed that till somebody said something. Somebody said he tried to bite me. I ain't know none of that shit till somebody said that shit after the fight. And look, they talking about it.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Here's another comparison I don't want to make to Mike Tyson, but...
Nah, that's crazy. That's what he do. He get dirty. He know that.
You both combatants, Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach, have assured fans that their rematch will be more fierce and this will be the pair's second professional bout. They had already fought twice as amateurs. Lamont Roach has claimed that at least one of their amateur bouts involved cheating. Their first professional fight resulted in a draw, which still hurts. Roach will motivate him for the rematch, and he thinks the trend repeated itself there.
We just gotta wait and see. He a good fighter, but you know, I'm coming with what I'm coming with, and you know, just gotta make him make mistakes and things like that, and see if we can open him up and attack his openness.
Now he is going up in weight.
Tank has never faced a rematch and has never experienced a tie. Furthermore, there is no true way to foresee how he will react, even though supporters think he will go into beast mode this time. Tank might make a huge comeback, or it could go horribly wrong. One of the most talked about bouts in the boxing world and a musty rematch. It was initially thought to be a total mismatch.
This fight, do you feel like that's going to be a disadvantage for him?
No, I think low-key, I think he's still like probably a little bigger than me, so as far as like size-wise and height. So I think that it wouldn't really matter because I'm naturally a small guy, and I'm not somebody that's coming down from like a heavy weight class. Like the most I probably weigh this or the last couple cans was like 150.
Interview. It's interesting to note that both competitors know how this rematch will affect their careers and went back to the gym as soon as the news was released. Roach sees this battle as his second chance to establish himself in the lightweight class, where he hopes to be listed alongside competitors like Keyshawn Davis, Shocker Stevenson, Vasily Lomachenko, and Gervonta Davis.
A, thought you fought an amazing fight, and B, thought you won it and it got taken from you. What has that outpouring meant to you as a fighter?
It meant a lot to me, man. The core boxing fans and even the spectators across the world, man, just it shows their support. It shows that everyone's...
Additionally, a victory would provide Roach with a final advantage against Gervonta Davis, whom he has never beaten in their 3 prior meetings. Beyond that, though, there is a tremendous desire for vengeance because Roach feels that his first professional fight was a sham. For Davis, this fight represents a chance for atonement, a chance to demonstrate that the events of March 1st were really a coincidence and that he remains the unstoppable Tank Davis, whose fist has the power to cause the damage of an automobile. Excellent. As a big favorite going into the first fight, he was predicted to stop Roach, who was making his lightweight debut, and earn his 29th career knockout.
So, you know, once you in the ring, it's like no turning back. And you definitely don't want to get caught and be embarrassed, so you gotta stay sharp at all times while you're inside that ring.
I know that's right. Talking about staying sharp, is there anything that changed in your regiment to prepare for this fight with Roach?
Well, I'm training in DC. You know, I haven't trained up here in probably like...
Remember to enable alerts so you may be informed when we post more stuff like this.